y'all, my name is Rebecca and welcome to my channel. I'm going to share with you a DIY that I created, and what I had in mind was not the finished product. Have you ever had a vision, and when you sit down to create that and bring it to fruition, it just does not work? It's so frustrating, and your first instinct is just to throw it all away, give up, walk away. But oftentimes, if you just keep working, if you just keep creating, and you just sit and look at it for a while, then you can make something that's really cute. It may not be what you had in mind, but it turns out to be so delightful. This is what happened with me on this. I wanted to put a Christmas tree in this colander, but when I put the Christmas tree together, the feet were too large. I did not want to hot glue because this is an old colander. I think it was my grandma's, and I ended up with it, and it's one of the enamel ones with just a little bit of banged up love to it. It's so cute, and I went to put the Christmas tree in there, would not fit, so I did not want to glue anything to it. I know hot glue will eventually just peel off, but I did not want to take the chance because it would be my luck, especially with how this project was going, that I would glue something in there and then I would ruin my colander. So I remembered I had these nesting bowls, so I got the nesting bowls out. I eventually made that work. But then when I got to the end of my project, it was too tall for the space that I wanted to put this tree. So then I just ended up having to go with two of the nesting bowls. I was so frustrated at the end. If I needed a floral wire, then I had a chenille stem. If I had a chenille stem, then I needed a zip tie. This stuff kept tipping over, and things kept falling off because I didn't have it on good enough, and I just kept persevering. So I thought I would show you this video today to let you know that sometimes the crafts that you see and the DIYs that you watch on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok, those are very polished and very edited videos, and you don't always see the creator struggling. But you're going to see this creator struggle with this, and this is just real life. I did speed this up, and I did edit some parts out because it took me an hour and 15 minutes to do something that honestly should have taken me 20 minutes. And then I just kept sitting and looking at this going, what in the Sam Hill am I doing, and what do I do next? And y'all didn't need to see all that. So I did take those parts out, and I managed to get it condensed down to 12-minute video, which is a lot more acceptable than an hour and 15. Every year, my granddaughters come over to the house and we have a cookie baking night. We've done this since they were little. Now that they are 15 and 17, the fact that they still want to come to grandma's house and bake cookies makes my heart happy. And we make it a family night. We order pizza. We put a Christmas movie on. We bake cookies. We laugh. We visit. It's a chaotic good time. And last year, my daughter got me a sign for my kitchen that she had found at a local craft store. It says baking Christmas memories one cookie at a time. And so I had that up in my kitchen. And my thought was I need a Christmas tree for the corner of my kitchen cabinet with my vintage cookie cutters on it to just kind of tie in to my cookie baking theme that I have in my kitchen. So my overall vision was to take one of the Dollar Tree Christmas trees and put it inside my colander, decorate it with my vintage cookie cutters, and then put the snowballs that you can find at the Dollar Tree around the base of the tree. I did end up gluing the snowballs to the foam that I put inside one of the nesting cups, and it turned out really cute. In the end, it was worth all of the struggle. That was my vision. So if you have a colander that you found at a thrift store or at the Dollar Tree and you want to recreate this, then I would just put some foam in on top of the colander like I did the nesting cup and put a little hot glue in there and push that down into that. And you could actually bring my vision to life. I just did not have a colander that I could work with without taking the chance of ruining it. In addition to the cookie cutters and the spatula that I put on the tree, I had some beaded twine that I purchased at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago, and I had a little bit left, and so I wrapped that around the tree for garland. I ruched up 2 8-inch pieces of deco mesh and a strip of ribbon, and I attached that into areas of the tree center so that it would look full and fluffy. And then I added a big bow to the top. Like I said, I glued the snowballs to the foam around the base of the tree. If you are a twinkle light lover, you could add some twinkle lights to this and it would zhuzh it up even more. But even though this was not how I envisioned my project to look like, it came out to be absolutely darling and I love it. So if you get stumped or frustrated in the middle of your project, please don't give up. Just keep crafting, keep creating, because what you're going to end up with at the end is going to be something just as good as what you thought it was going to be when you started the project. Everybody has moments where things just don't turn out the way they want them, desire them, envision them, but 9 times out of 10, it turns out really good in the end. So don't give up. While you're here, hit that subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you know when I've uploaded my next video. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you ever so much for watching Crafts, Laughs, and Chaos, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.